So, picture this. It's a Saturday night at the Saffron Room, this swanky New York restaurant where the city's elite sip overpriced wine and pretend they're cultured. I'm standing there, tray in hand, just another server in a sea of black aprons. Lila Carter, 26, black girl from Harlem with a linguistics degree nobody cares about. And then, boom, there's Monica Hargrove, the manager, holding my resume like it's a dirty napkin, smirking at the crowd. Oh, how cute. Lila thinks she's more than a waitress. 6 languages, really? She rips it in half, lets the pieces flutter onto my tray like confetti, and says, "Stick to serving plates, honey, not dreams." The jazz band falters, the room goes quiet, and every VIP eye is on me, burning. My hands shake, my throat's on fire, and I'm wondering, have you ever been torn apart in front of everyone, just before you became the only one who could save the day? I'm still picking up those shredded pieces when I hear turgent Arabic from table 12, the VIP corner. I freeze. 5 years of late-night podcasts, grinding through Gulf dialects on the subway, come rushing back. It's Sheikh Khalid Mansour, oil tycoon, silver hair, face straight out of Forbes, surrounded by his suited entourage. His security guys talking fast, gesturing at their drinks, something about the bartender tampering with them. Monica swoops in, all fake smiles. "Everything okay, gentlemen?" Khalid's accent is thick. "We need a translator." Now, Monica's like, "Oh, our service will be here in 2 hours." 2 hours? The guard snaps in Arabic, "This can't wait." I'm refilling water at the next table, pretending I don't hear every word crystal clear. Simeon's poisoned their drinks, and they need the police, but they can't explain in English. Khalid scribbles a note, folds it, and his eyes lock on mine. It's like he knows I understand. He beckons me over, voice low. "Can you give this to your manager?" I take the paper, my fingers brushing this fancy stock, and glance at it. 1 second. Arabic, sharp, urgent, "Don't drink. Poison in your glass." My heart stops. He watches me, eyes narrowing. "You read it." Not a question. I nod, barely. He leans in. "Translate this, and I'll pay you $10,000. Right now? Lives are on the Linedo, you trust your skills." The room fades. The jazz is just noise, and Monica's hovering, clueless. I take a breath, voice steadier than I feel. It says, "Don't drink. Poison in your glass." Chaos erupts. Khalid knocks his wine over, Bordeaux spilling like blood. Glasses shatter, guards shout, and Monica's gasping. "What did you say?" Khalid ignores her, eyes on me, switching to Arabic. "Where'd you learn?" I answer without thinking, self-taught. He tries French. "How many languages?" I reply in French, 6. Russian next, 1 word, impressive. I nod, a tiny smile breaking through. He dials the police. "You stay?" Translate. Monica's face is red. "Lila, back to your tables." Khalid cuts her off, voice like steel. "She stays. She just saved 4 lives. She's not just a waitress, a polyglot who carries plates." Big difference. The table's buzzing, all Arabic, talking about the bartender, Carlos, slipping something into their drinks. I'm catching every word while Monica's lost, and it's wild, like I've been invisible my whole life. And suddenly, I'm the only one who sees. Police sirens scream outside, red and blue flashing through the windows. Detective Ryan Holt, grizzled, 40s, walks in, recorder in hand. "You the translator?" Monica butts in. "We have a professional." Khalid shuts her down. "She is professional." I translate the guard's story. Carlos added 5 drops from a vial to their wine. Sneaky, deliberate. Holt's impressed. "Your Arabic's flawless. Where'd you study?" I swallow the old tightness. "Harlem Library, 3 a.m. Sessions, 8 years. He blinks, self-taught. I nod. Later, Carlos is cuffed, sweating, denying everything in Spanish. I catch his lie, his verb tenses flip, past to conditional, like he's spinning a story, not recalling one. I tell Holt, he's lying. The detective stares. "You got that from grammar?" I shrug. Language always tells the truth. Carlos cracks, admits a guy paid him $50,000 to poison table 12, some rival targeting Khalid. I'm standing there, $10,000 in my apron, Khalid's business card burning a hole in my pocket, and I'm thinking 30 minutes ago, I was nobody. Now I'm catching an assassin. Backtrack a bit. I grew up in a Harlem walk-up, mom cleaning offices, preaching, Learn something they can't take. Lila. She died when I was 20. Cancer, no insurance, left me and my sister, Zoe, with nothing but her words. I translated her eulogy in Spanish, Creole, Tagalog for her friends, saw their faces light up when someone heard them. That's when I knew languages aren't just words, they're dignity. I taught myself Arabic because nobody expected a black girl to speak it. Mandarin from YouTube, Russian from dating apps, German from podcasts, all while working doubles at diners, dodging 52 job rejections that screamed, "You don't look the part." But languages? Nobody could take those. An hour later, the restaurant's quiet. Carlos is in custody, and I'm in the break room, exhausted. Monica corners me. "Nice performance, but don't forget your placeatables. Tips, that's you." Heat flares in my chest. "You saw my resume. 6 languages, study abroad, 3 years restaurant experience." I applied for guest relations. Her face tightens. That needed management skills. I snap. "You mean a different face?" She storms off. Then Richard Langston, the owner, 60, sharp suit, calls me to his office. I'm braced to be fired, but he slides my old application across the desk, his handwriting on it. High potential. Below it, Monica's note. Overqualified. Suggest dishwasher for culture fit. He looks at me, jaw tight. "I approved your interview 5 years ago." Monica didn't follow through. That's on me. My throat's tight. 5 years washing dishes, serving tables, doubting myself. It wasn't me. It was her. He hands me a contract, Director of International Relations, for times my pay, build a team. I'm shaking. I don't understand. He says, "You're not charity, Lila. You're the most qualified person here." 2 weeks later, I'm in my office mine, with a nameplate, Lila Carter, Director. I'm speaking Mandarin to Chinese CEOs, landing a $200,000 catering deal. French to an ambassador, Russian to a stressed-out guest whose kid's in the hospital. I get him a cab, hold his hand a second, and he whispers, "You saw me." That hits different. I hire Aisha, a Somali dishwasher who speaks 4 languages, and Kyle, a busboy who studied in Tokyo. They're me, just waiting for a door. 6 months later, the Saffron Room's now the Mosaic, a tribute to languages, cultures. Grand reopening, 300 guests, diplomats, CEOs, cameras everywhere. Khalid's back with Saudi royals, UAE diplomats, plus Toyota execs and German bankers, all last minute, all needing different menus, protocols, languages. Monica says, "Postpone, you'll fail." I say, "Watch." I'm in the zone, speaking Arabic, Japanese, German, Spanish, coordinating my team like a symphony. Then Richard calls me to speak. No prep, 300 faces, cameras rolling. I step up. "Welcome to the Mosaic. We're all fluent in humanity. Hospitality's not words, it's heart." I switch languages: Arabic, Japanese, German ending in English. There's no language barrier, only bridges waiting to be built. The room erupts. Khalid stands first, slow clap, then everyone's on their feet. He pulls me aside, hands me a $100,000 check for a scholarship fund. "Train 100 people like you, Lila. People with talent, no door." A year later, I'm at the UN, speaking to 193 countries, about 68 million people working below their skills. I say, "The talent's not hidden, worry, just not looking." They stand, applauding, Khalid first, like always. Back at the Mosaic, my scholarships launched 100 people, janitors, drivers, servers, all with hidden skills. There's Devin, 19, homeless, speaking Mandarin from YouTube, now my assistant director. Even Monica's changed. She volunteers, admits she was wrong, scared I'd outshine her. I give her the training manual, teach bias recognition. Be uncomfortable. She nods, I'm ready. I'm back in my old Harlem apartment, now the scholarship office, walls covered with thank yous from 100 scholars. I'm reading applications, sipping coffee from my old diner mug, when I see one Elena Torres, 54, housekeeper, MBA from Columbia, for languages, wants her kid to see her shine. My mom's story. I call Richard. I found the next one. Here's the thing: talents everywhere, baristas, cleaners, drivers. Ask them, what are you good at that we don't use? You might find a genius filing your paperwork. Comment below who's the invisible talent in your life. Tag them, say you see them. Share this, not for views, but for the 68 million waiting. Donate at mosaicfoundation.org. $50 reviews and application. $5,000 funds a scholar. Be the door opener. Who's your Elena? What's your note gonna say?